No, I gotta write it again.
Slogan, can you please?
Well, no, we're gonna erase it before the meeting. All right, today, we're still on our geometry unit. Today, we're gonna look at the volume of a cylinder, which is actually not too bad. So the notes won't be too long. There's one or two examples, and I think you'll be good to go. All right, first of all, somebody tell me what a cylinder looks like. Andrew.
It's like a long thing with like a circle.
Give me a real world cylinder.
Like a can.
Can of Coke. Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, whatever you like better. Sprite, Sierra Mist. Is there a Sierra Mist? Go. So, if we have a cylinder, he is correct. There is a circle on the top. There's also a circle on the bottom, but I never draw the circle on the bottom. We all assume there's a circle on the bottom. So Brady has already told us the formula to find the volume. Let's write it again. Volume equals pi r squared h. Now, when you see the letter pi in math, what approximation should we use? Brady?
3.14.
Good. Unless I tell you different, you're always going to use 3.14 for pi. Is that an exact answer, Brady?
No.
Why not?
The real one's a lot longer.
The real one is a lot longer, and the real one is actually irrational. Who remembers what irrational means? Isaiah?
Non-repeating decimal?
Non-repeating, non-terminating decimal. So technically, can we really write the correct answer for pi? No, it's physically, humanly impossible. So we always use the 3.14. Now let's talk about what R is. So you're always going to use 3.14. By the way, what are we doing to these three numbers? Adding them? We're multiplying them. So if you need to, put a little times symbol in between the three. We got pi times the radius squared times the height. All right, what does R mean? Radius. Let's talk about that for a minute. If we have a circle, we have a point in the direct center of it. What is the radius? Somebody tell me what the radius is. By definition, what is the... Somebody besides Brady. Brady's done all the heavy lifting so far. Somebody else jump in. Bless you. Thank you. Y'all don't know what the radius is? Are you kidding me? You're in 8th grade? Nobody but Brady? Stella, you know? It's the distance from somewhere to somewhere.
Wait, yeah.
Somewhere. She stole it. Sorry.
The middle to the side.
Sure. We can start at the middle of this circle. The radius goes from the middle to any edge. You can go any direction. You can go down, here, left, up, right. It's the same distance no matter which way you go. Most of the time, we just go straight across like that. That's the radius. All right. Let's talk about diameter. Who knows what diameter is? Because you might see the word diameter on the homework.
The distance across the whole circle.
Going through the middle. You got to go through the middle. It is the distance across the whole circle from here to here. This is the diameter. Okay, question so far. And then what's H? Height. So the formula to find the volume, let's talk about what volume is. If we're going to find the volume of this soda can over here, what are we actually finding? Once we get our answer, it might be 252.7. But what does that mean? What does it mean? What is the volume? What is volume? How much of what?
Liquid inside it.
Thank you. If I'm finding the volume of a soda can, we're finding what is the most amount of liquid we can put inside that. How much Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper or whatever, orange, Sunkissed. So volume is, write this down, the amount that will fit inside the object. So like he said, how much soda will fit inside the can. Okay, questions so far? All right, let's do our first example. Let's say This is 12 inches. We'll make this 30 inches. We got a big Coke can. 12 inches radius and 30 inches for the height. So let's do our little formula here. Volume equals, what number are we going to use for pi? 3.14 times, what is the radius? 12 times the height. What's the height?
30.
30. Now it is all calculator work. Pick up your calculator. Oh, we forgot to do something. I messed up. Emma, were you about to tell me? What did I forget? Good. The radius needs to be squared. I almost forgot. Alright, so now it's calculator problem. Pick up the calculator, type in 3.14 times 12 squared times 30. And we will let Nola tell us what she gets, and we'll see if she got the same answer you got. Nola, what do you got?
13,564.
She's got 13,564.8.
Yeah.
Today, let's just do one decimal. Even if there's more, give me the first number after the decimal. Got it? Raise your hand if you like 13,564.8. You don't like it, Ollie? You don't like it, Addie? I said raise your hand if you like it. Paul, you don't like it? Everybody likes it. Good. Now, I got a question. We're going to put inches, but what little number are we going to put after the inches? Does anybody know? I'll give you a hint. If we're finding area, write this down in your notes. Area would be like length times width of a rectangle. Are you with me? Hello?
Yeah.
If I'm finding the area of a little rectangle that is 10 by 3, what is the area?
30.
30. Do y'all agree the answer is 30? When you're doing area is 2 dimensions, length times width. So we would put like inches squared. Are you with me? Like if we were finding the area of this floor, we would do the length times the width. Are you with me? And we would put feet squared. Square feet is 2 dimensions. Are you with me? So we put inches squared too. Volume is not 2-dimensional. It's 3-dimensional. Because basically we're doing this times this times this. Do you see the 3 dimensions? We're multiplying 3 things together. I'll just do length times width times height. Let me draw a picture real quick. To find the area, or sorry, the volume of this cube, we would do length times width times height and get an answer. Let's say it's 90 inches. What number are we going to put at the end of our volume? 3. Why?
Because it's big.
3-dimensional. If it's a 2-dimensional object, you put inches squared. You're not going to square the answer. Are you with me? It's just 30 inches squared. Here, we're going to put 90 inches cubed because volume is always 3 dimensions. Does that make sense? Area, you put a 2 because it's 2 dimensions. Volume, you put a 3 because it's a 3-dimensional picture. Does that make sense? Good. All right, so what number do we need at the end of this answer? 3. Because, that's not a very good 3. Because we're finding the volume of a 3-dimensional picture. Any questions? So, let's do one more. New picture. Let's get rid of all this. Let's say they give me, well, let's turn it sideways. let's find the volume of this cylinder that's laying on the side. All right, what are we gonna use for pi?
3.12.
Somebody tell me what we're gonna use for the radius. Clover.
9.
What? She says 9. Does anybody disagree with 9? Summer? What do you think the radius is?
The radius would be half of 9.
Half of 9? Why half of 9?
Oh wait, no, wait.
Okay, Andrew, what do you disagree?
9 squared.
Do what?
9 squared.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. The question is, I'm asking, what is the radius? Do y'all agree with Clover that the radius is 9?
Yes.
How did you get that? Because I see an 18 up there, Clover.
Because it gives us the diameter and we need the radius.
Good. Do y'all agree that I drew the circle, the line all the way across the circle? Isn't that diameter? Hello?
Yes.
If they give you the diameter, make sure you do what Clover did, divided by 2. The radius here is 9. I agree with Clover. Good job. So we need to square 9. And then what's the height? Autumn? What would the height be? 10. The height is always opposite the circle. So if the circle's this way, that would be the height, because we could stand it up. All right, calculated time. Type that in. Sadie will tell us what she gets. We'll see if we agree with Sadie's answer. 3.14 times 9 squared times 10. You got it? What you got? I can't hear you, sweetie. 295?
2543.4.
2543.24? What is-
0.4.
Raise your hand if you like that answer. All right, and we need to put inches cubed. And we're done. Did we have to cube our answer at the end?
No.
A lot of people think, oh, I need to cube it. No, you don't. That's just a three-dimensional picture. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Any questions on volume of a cylinder?
No.
It's actually quite easy once you know the formula.
Yep.
It is not hard. It's all calculatable. The only thing you might screw up on this problem is use 18 for the radius instead of 9 for the radius. Are you ready? All right, you're ready for the best part of the day, the homework.